happens,
including content.
So it's like we've been brainwashed, and that's the reason why everybody's scared to say, hey, we're not talking negatively about MLK. They did what they had to do, but we're now at a point where we can subjectively go back and look and say, hey, was this the right movement or was it not?
I think it was the right movement for the time. Now I think there might need to be another movement now for this time. You live in one of the best neighborhoods of Atlanta. I think it's just so easy right now to say that from our point of view. Black people were getting brutalized. They were fighting for things so that we weren't getting terrorized anymore.
Most black people don't really know the history of this country and our real history, right?
I agree with that.
Most people know that Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, right?
Yeah.
Do you know why he freed the slaves for?
It was economically to weaken the South.
Right? Yeah. It was a strategy, it was a tactic.
Yeah.
It was a tactic to weaken the South,
right, to
mess up their money. But what people don't, so when black people got their freedom, the whole thing was, okay, we're gonna give you guys 40 acres and a mule, right? This notorious thing. And actually says up to 40 acres. It was up to 40 acres and a mule. And a lot of black people did initially get their 40 acres or some acres and a mule on some of the slave land and other land. But what the part where they stopped the history books is what happened to Abraham Lincoln assassinated. When Andrew Johnson then took over, he said, fuck that 4 acres and a mule shit. Yeah. They then reversed it, took all that stuff back. But black people still found a way. They did not find their way economically by integrating. They found their way by working hard, putting their money together, buying land, having a skill, having a trade, and they rose themselves up.
Right.
And like you said, then it started getting a little saucy with it. Start having Black Wall Street and Sweet Auburn over time. And they burnt that shit down. They own, I think, Bruce Beach in California. They had a beach club in Bruce Beach, California. It took all that stuff from us. They had one in North Carolina, all kind of stuff. So they took it from us.
It was really, they just wanted access to certain things because they were separate, but things were not equal. The black schools were run down or were this and that.
Yeah.
The black versions of a lot of things
for sure.
were whatever.
For sure.
And that's what made them want to integrate.
There's nothing wrong. There was nothing wrong.
I'm sure if it was separate and was truly equal, we'd probably be to this day separate.
Yeah. But there's nothing. But we're still separate. We're still separate.
No, I know, but I'm just saying they wanted access to certain things.
No, they played.
Black people, it was never equal.
They played us.